The Experiential Advocacy Practicum program is a course that we've put into the first year to give our students during their first year of law school the opportunity to understand more about what lawyers actually do.
This program, Experiential Advocacy, is unique in the sense that it's giving our first-year students these practical skills that begin the day they walk into law school as a first year.
It's an invaluable part of the legal education. I mean, it's one thing to learn how to teach them how to think like lawyers. That's fantastic, but let's let them find out what it is they truly are interested in. You know, is it for them?
In the fall, we focus on litigation. In the spring, transactional work. So it really gives students a first-hand experience with areas of practice that they wouldn't have outside of the normal 1L classes.
There's a big difference between knowing theory and walking the walk. And so I think at a time like this, you get to apply the theory, and we may not get it right, but at least, you know, we're trying. And so the first time that we go out and we actually do have to act like a lawyer in the professional world, it's not going to be our first time on the dance floor.
Each semester we really do develop a full case of litigation and then a full transaction on the transactional side. We try to make them complex and interesting.
In the fall, the students are taking torts and criminal law, which are aspects of litigation, right? They're learning the doctrine behind those and the case history. They come to our class and they're presented with a negligence case, and they're now having to take the elements of negligence they've learned about in those doctrinal classes and apply them to the real facts that are before them.
And this is your last large lecture before your final negotiations.
In a fourth week of the first year of law school, our students are taking a deposition. And I've heard some of the leading trial lawyers say they didn't know what a deposition was until after they graduated from law school. So that's the kind of experience that they're getting.
This gives the student an opportunity to really get that real life input that you're not going to get until maybe, you know, your first summer. Now you're going to get an opportunity to really dig in and have a little bit more of an understanding of what it means to be a litigator, and you're going to get different perspectives.
The final exercise in the fall is the closing argument. Everybody will give a 10-minute closing argument just as they would give to a jury. How comfortable are they with oral advocacy?
Ben Stone had curtailed training.
You try to tell the story. You try to get the jury to buy your story. So how good a storyteller are they?
Francesca, that was an excellent job.
The spring semester of Experiential Advocacy focuses in on negotiations and transactional law, business law.
Today, the teams are negotiating. So they've come together, they're representing their clients, they're going over the term sheet, specific term by term, and trying to come to an agreement for their clients.
They decided not to join the new company in the merger.
We designed the transaction to say, those are the kinds of things that you really need to become skilled at as a lawyer. You know, dealing with the legal aspects, you'll figure out. The complicated is all of the personal issues, and that's really where you can show your competitive edge as a really good attorney.
It was almost like a new Lego kit. You know, you put it on the ground, you open up the box, here's all the pieces, but you got to figure out how to put it together yourself.
There are certain guidelines you want to give them. There's certain things that we know are likely to be more successful than others, but you have to be true to yourself in terms of how you approach these things.
So they're given the ability not only to learn about the subject, but then do it and determine, you know, in doing so they learn things about themselves.
I think it's 11 stores for SEC.
We didn't have this experience in law school. We didn't have this option or this class to have real life experience, bringing together two sides of a merger or an acquisition, to be able to go over the term sheets and negotiate. I think it's an incredibly valuable experience.
Something I really like about this program is they bring practitioners in who have real-world experience, and it supplements the learning that you get from the professors who are more in the theory side of things.
Each semester we have 25 practitioners, leading practitioners from San Diego come in, 25 litigators in the fall and 25 transactional attorneys in the spring. They come from large firms and small firms, from the government. We have people in the city attorney's office, the district attorney's office. They come from corporations. The practice of law is changing. It's changing all the time. These people that we have teach, they come straight from their offices, okay? From doing deals, or they come straight from the courtroom.
One of the biggest benefits of this program is not only is it introducing students to practical skills they will use outside of law school, but it gives them real material to use during their job interviews, which happen really early in the process.
I don't think a lot of 1Ls across the country even get this kind of experience, and I've actually, in my interviews over the last several weeks, mentioned to employers, and they've also not heard of it outside of USD.
When they go out to interview and they talk about the practicum and they talk about the things that they've done, people are just really wowed.
Law school itself is a whole new ballgame, but I love all my classes, and as much as one can love 1L a year, I think I really do enjoy it. I feel like I'm in the right place.